He trained to the extent that he was able to rival and even temporarily defeat an animal instinct Eli. Eli Zhang, who at that point was able to take on Seokdu Wang, a first generation king. Due to all of this being mentioned, you'd assume for his stats to be absurdly high. Well, let's take a look then, shall we? Hudson's stats revolve around his strength and tenacity. Giving him a Z+ for strength seemed appropriate as he was able to output enough force to crack a boulder twice the size of a full-grown man. Along with this, his speed is rated EX as despite not being known as the fastest in Allied, his quick thinking and reflexes more than enough make up for his lack of speed, as showcased in his fight with Jibyom, where, as he's about to be impaled, his quick reflexes and quick decision-making skills allowed him to escape certain death. Not only stopping the momentum by grabbing onto a tree branch, but also using it to generate power to bash in Jibyom with one strike. As for his potential, it's obvious that he's neither a prodigy nor a failure. He's somewhere in the middle, I'd say, which actually worked out for him in the long run as he was able to awaken in, I'd say, the fight with Daniel. He definitely ascended in his fight with Jibyom, and in his battle with the Zero Generation father, he unlocked the state of conviction, which allowed him to go through an exponential upgrade in where he was able to quite literally single-handedly knock out the 0th generation contender. Though his potential may be unimpressive, he sure does know how to take advantage of it. As for his intelligence, contrary to Jae-Hong's impressive A+ intellect, due to Hudson's upbringing, his intellect isn't actually very high or low in that regard. In school, I'd say he doesn't quite try very hard, but he's not incapable of being academically decent. What he does excel in is fights, however being particularly clever enough to use his surroundings to his advantage, so I'm giving him a B- for intelligence. As for endurance, like Vasco, he's relatively good at taking hits, though not as strong nor as sturdy as Bosco. He can definitely sure hold his own in terms of taking hits, as seen by how he defended Daniel against Ji-Chang's handblade, which was stated to be able to split metal in half, showcased by this panel of Ji-Chang, splitting a safe and seemingly only using his hand. Due to this, I've decided to give Hudson a stat rank of XR. Hudson on specialty is his strength, and building this strength, it's inevitable that his endurance would also increase in proportion to its strength. Though his specialty baby is his attack power, his strength doesn't fall short as he was able to violate storms of workers, employees, as well as attacks from Byul-Gyu Lee, a 0th generation fighter. Hudson is undoubtedly a very valuable member of Allied, and his stats are more than enough to prove it. Moving on to the final person of this list, Allied's self-proclaimed vice head, Vin Jin.